Hello, welcome to the IDL podcast. My name's Nick, and this is Gluttony Earth.
Hey guys, today we'll be eating, for the ASMR for today, we'll be eating a burger.
I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
I grabbed food at the gas station on the way home, and they didn't have any hot food made, so I didn't want to sit there and microwave something. So I just grabbed a sandwich from their cold thing, and I'm like, oh, I'll just grab this little sub-style sandwich. Unwrapped it, the damn thing was in a hot dog bun.
Oh, fuck. God damn it, dude.
And like as I was eating, I'm like, it tastes like a hot dog bun too. It's not even like, it just kind of looks like one. It's full on a hot dog bun.
And the name of that gas station was Hot Dog World.
It was Holiday.
Oh gosh.
No.
Because they don't make me prepay for gas with cash, so I have to guess how much gas I need.
Yeah, that's the worst part of the world right now. If there's anything that's wrong about this world right now, that's totally encompassing, it's having to prepay for your gas.
Yep, it's
That's
definitely
what's wrong.
the biggest issue we're all facing right now.
Yeah.
You ever put in $30 and only need 28? That shit sucks.
Thankfully, I just use card. I stopped using cash a long time ago. And here with me today is my fellow residents. That's right. You thought that was not Bance, and it was pre-Bance. Just gonna stick it in there. With me today, he walked 500 miles. It's Kyle.
No, I didn't. I Ubered.
Oh, well, he walked 500 more then. It's Adam.
I do walk a lot. Walk a lot.
He's the man that walked 1,000. It's BakaZombie.
I refuse to walk.
And he fell down at your door. It's Kane.
I'm always falling. I have two left feet. They surgically added a left foot on my right foot.
You think you'd have more balance, though. You're like a more
my
base
big
to your
toes.
leg.
My big toes are now like on the same side. So like instead of them both being on the inside, it's my equilibrium is tipped to the right.
But I thought you said it was. So when you said, I thought you said it was surgically attached to your right foot.
Yeah.
Not your right leg. Like that to me sounds like you just have 2 feet on that leg.
No, I technically have 3 feet because I still have my right foot. They added a foot to the bottom of my right foot, so I'm always on balance.
To the bottom of your foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, like, come on, like that would just be ridiculous otherwise.
Yeah, I guess. You have to hobble then, I suppose. Yeah, I feel like the hobble is actually what's screwing you over, not your equilibrium.
And that's where J.R.R. Tolkien came up with The Hobbit.
Good effort.
Okay. No, I want to go back to this. Why? So, like, what kind of a sandwich was it?
It's just like a turkey and ham.
Okay, and that was that is. Were they trying to pass it off as like a mini sub?
Like that's what it looked like, and like I usually get those at Quick Trip, and they're fine. Yeah, they're like in a hoagie bun or whatever. But this was just a straight up hot dog bun. Very strange.
I mean, because normally if I get gas station, I only usually go to Quick Trip for it. Like that's where I get my breakfast. But like, I've been going to Holiday a lot more just because it's next to my house, and I sometimes I Jones for the Nerds gummy clusters, and I have to go get some. I'll fill up gas there, and they make me prepay. And God, I haven't had their food in like probably ages though. What's everyone's favorite gas station food?
I don't buy food enough at gas stations to have one.
I like a slice of za.
I don't buy food from a gas station.
All right, well, fuck me, I guess. I'm the only trash that eats a gas station.
No, I eat gas station food. My favorites are dill pickle chips and cookies and cream Hershey bars.
I'll get like protein packs, a little bit of cheese, turkey, and almonds. But that's because after for like the month I was on Adderall, I was like my appetite was completely gone. So I just stopped getting. Otherwise, I was getting like Quick Trip has a really good like sausage, egg, and cheese on a waffle bun with like brown sugar on it. Oh my god, those things are so fucking good. But it gets pricey to keep eating those all the time.
Waff.
I don't drive.
You know what else
enough.
is pricey?
This
What?
recap.
Not really. This thing.
My mic is so hot tonight. I'm sorry about what you have to edit. I don't know what happened. Like my Logitech didn't update, so my headset updated, but I don't know why my mic's acting like this. I can see it lighting up constantly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably. It's probably fine. You know what else is probably
There's no such thing
fine?
as
This
ghosts.
recap. So last time, the Storykeeper allowed the crew to gain access to a bank of information that lives inside of a tree in the Storykeeper's garden. You all take turns connecting to this tree to see what insights you might gain. More or less, all of your questions were about gods. And gods have not been around in this world for hundreds of years. So Darius learns that the Yellow King might be an alien god that's trying to turn him into an avatar. Temenos learns that the events for the Fountain of Youth he's looking for happened after this tree sank, after this place sank to the bottom of the ocean. Endien learned that she might have gotten her powers from Lamashtu. And Silas learned that the Mimic King once lived as a god of change and consumption. In turn, though, the tree did try to copy your memories, or not necessarily drain, but like, just copying your memories and the stories within your memories for more information. In which then Darius, being the first person to do this, nearly bricks the tree because of whatever the fuck is happening with him. The next day, Endien goes to have a discussion with Shudraig, who has been guarding Attil's armor while since the holiday, the Return of Night is still going on, and they haven't gotten their full force of like military back yet. It's really up to such a sparring number of people. So Shudraig has been sitting there guarding the armor until people come back. He seemingly doesn't have many answers for Endien, but he does invite her to come back to his volcano home at any point later to scour his library that he has. That's about it. I think that's about it. That's what we did. It's up to you guys now. I don't give a
So I started meeting up Temenos.
Oh!
All right,
That's
he's
it.
dead.
He's dead.
So I mean, I guess I'm wondering if you guys, if you've thought of anything specific you want to do while you're here. You have like today and tomorrow left being here, and then Shingi can return you to the surface. But I mean, a lot of your options can be if you need to, like, if you want to ask more people here in the palace something, you could probably arrange that. If you wanted to learn more from the tree, you could probably arrange that. There's there's the entirety of Atlantis you could go through, though again we're not really sure what Takashi's plan is, since getting his plans foiled. We can do, if you guys have ideas of things you'd like to do, we can do that. If not, we can always skip forward to the end of your time here. It's really up to you guys how you wanna, if you have goals or agendas.
It was Tapa who I spoke with that we translated part of Asana Vita's writings, correct?
Yeah.
I would spend the rest of my time here trying to speak with Tapa and just like...
You can't.
Trying to... No? Okay.
Do you remember what happened to Tapa?
Oh! Yep, I'm dumb. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, she is in a cocoon, a new cocoon of flowers and plants, restoring back some vitality to her since her ordeal in the wastes.
I will spend that time sitting by her cocoon and just sending prayers.
Okay. Prayer boy is sending prayers. What about the rest of you?
I don't have any specific plans here because everything Darius wants to do, he can't do in Atlantis. So,
okay.
And even if he desperately wants to talk to the tree more, but is also such a sleepy boy from everything that still happened in Nimrod, and like he has been exhausted for what seems like an eternity.
Yeah. I'm just gonna ask. I'm gonna search this while I'm asking this. Do you guys? Does exhaustion just decrease a level when you have a sleep, or do you have to roll a con save for that?
It just
if you have food and drink, it just decreases.
Just
when
goes.
you sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every long rest, if you have resources, you go down a level.
Okay. Yeah. So anyone who, like, obviously because you guys slept tonight, so your exhaustion would have gone down from your time with the tree. What about Endien?
Tree time.
Tree
I
time.
want to learn where the queen beasts are and what they're about if I can. I don't know how many things I can get in one go on a tree.
I mean, yeah, basically, the mechanics that I've been doing with this is you can ask about something, you'll get a roll. Depending on how much you roll, it gives you like up to so many answers about that topic, and that'll give you an exhaustion, and then separate topics will then give you separate things. Specifically, though, because this is about your personal quest, you have a bit of a different bar. You need to hit a higher DC for this, but when you do, it's because this is related to your quest. I think it'll be fine for them to. You'll probably get more in depth than you would than you would have had, right? So I mean, oh no, go ahead. You're probably going to suggest something I was going to suggest.
No, I mean, I'm going to, like, knowing, because Endien and I talked about it, at least in passing, I'm going to use my all-purpose tool, because I can choose one cantrip, and I'm going to cast Guidance on Endien just before she goes into the tree pod.
Pod.
I was right. We were thinking of the same thing.
I got buffs. I got shit. This room is lit up, so I can do something else to help Endien too.
Yeah, this room's lit. We got Prayer Boy, the Cocoon, Edgelord.
That's you, Silas.
Yeah, the edge of a sword. I meant to say edge sword. All right. So if you watch, so you hook up. The tree branches, put the visor on you. Your mind is synced with this tree. You're going to ask about Queen's Beasts. And are you looking? Because you already have. Did I give you a list of what there were?
Yeah.
So you're looking to how to
what animals there were, or what beasts there were. Yeah.
Okay. Let me just see. This down. Okay. You are, to be transparent with this, you're looking for a DC 20.
DC 20, easy.
But I mean, as long as you have exhaustion to spend, you could potentially keep trying to like look or take different approaches.
Oh, what's the check?
Oh,
I'm doing?
I'd say either religion or nature.
Or nature, huh? All right. Well, the
wait.
natures have it. Oh,
Is guidance concentration?
yeah. For a minute.
Would you rather have? I'll ask Endien this. Would you rather have the D4 or would you rather have advantage?
Advantage, please.
Great. I will do Fox Cunning then, and you have advantage on intelligence checks with enhanced ability. Because I slept, so I got to switch out my spells, and we're safe in here. So I did some different things.
Endien grows some fox ears. All right, Endien, what does your fox brain know?
Not much.
What do you need to succeed?
Not what I rolled.
Okay, with advantage?
Yeah, with advantage. I got a 16.
Great. Flash of genius, that's now a 20.
Woo!
Ooh!
Plus 4.
Woo!
I can see Endien. If I can see you, I can do so much to help you.
To be fair,
I
like
want to be observed.
well, like I was mentioning, like the dome around you, like visualizes for the outside people, not in Tree VR.
Trivia.
What I'm trying to think how to make that work. Tree
VTR, virtual tree reality.
Yeah. So like everyone else can see it. So like I think it makes sense. Like you get a flash genius, like if you're like looking at what she's thinking about and like you're picking out spots, you get the DC of 20. It's been a long time. You finally getting more stuff. So what you're learning about the Queen's Beast is that the Queen is basically what they refer to, like the Queen's. She's the title that's like mostly gone by is the Queen. When the Queen went around giving different beasts these Queen's coils, as they're called, she decided to spread them out around vast areas. And like, so they like, this is like said that like it was like her referred to as like her final mission is to put out these coils. It sounds like she is the thing that's being protected is like very I don't want to say just abstract, but like it's something that like having these putting them on reclusive animals is like her best plan for this, because then her coils can't be destroyed. It's not sure what that means, what the destroying of them means. At least the tree does not know. But you know that you're looking for reclusive animals, and then you're looking for animals that may have high status or like high I don't say like high power, I guess. I think that might not be like the best descriptor of it. I'm not sure what better word to use for it. Again, it's said that the Queen is the only people who see the Queen are people who she wanted to be seen by, and birds. For whatever reason, birds could see her. So you could get, and like that, it's like the best source you get from this person, this Queen, this golden woman, is that location. Birds would have any location where birds would have seen her. You could get, like, you would know where that is. So like it's probably if you're looking for a way to find them, your best bet is to contact birds mostly, because they're the ones who primarily pass down any tangible sight of this former goddess.
My bird's dead. All right.
All right. You hop out with one more exhaustion. Yeah. Silas.
I'm still beating up Temenos.
Oh, okay. He's saying his prayers.
I'm praying why? Why is this evil man doing this?
He should have known the Dubois were bad.
No, the Dubois seemed nice when I visited them.
Now this one, sneak attack. I'm joking. I don't really want to, because the one thing I want to do is shop. I don't think I'm gonna get that in time. The item that I want, which would be what was it? The bracers.
Oh, right. I don't. Like I said, don't worry about that right now.
Okay, but there's nothing else I would want to do.
Okay. Cool. Then we can. Endien got her info. She's been seeking out. Everyone's mostly just chilling for this time period. After a few days, so if people want to, if they have it, they can take off 2 more exhaustion. And at some point, so like you can tell there's a lot more commotion in the palace going on. Tapa's still not fully recovered, but because of all this commotion, it's clear that like you guys, you hear the singing end. It's been going this whole time, but it has the ceremony's officially ended. They've resealed this siren's call, and all of the guards and sea beasts and such have arrived back in the kingdom, and that means Shingi and the storykeeper Hotaru reconvene with you guys again now that they have time. Shingi's like, I'm ready to go whenever you guys are looking to leave. The city has got back to normal. Shudraig's left. We've contained the armor. And again, thank you all for looking after my sister.
Thank you. I don't want to speak for everyone, and your hospitality has been fantastic, but I desperately want to be above water again. So the sooner we can leave, the better for me.
Of course. And then Storykeeper Hotaru once again grows his staff and like walks over, and he like create like those like bush seats again. Before we send you off, I would like to, now that I have more time to speak with you, I'd like to at least hear about everything that's happened, I guess.
I mean, how much more do you want to know? I mean, I can give you the full rundown of what I experienced.
Anything, everything that might have happened. It's good for us to know, exactly, and it might.
If you really want to, all of us sat at the chair. All of our stories, up until this point, has been recorded, I assume. Or is that not how the tree works?
No, that is it. personally, maybe not the storekeepers before me, but I do like to hear things from individuals. I find it more fascinating the way they tell their stories more than just through the tree. But I suppose I can, yes.
Darius would, a somewhat abbreviated, but with enough details. Give him a rundown of what he experienced, at least, like all the events he was directly involved with. Kind of starting at the we woke up here and we were in a totally different location and we do not know how we ended up here.
Okay. Do you talk about, he might ask where did you all come from before? Because he knows, basically, he's already had the rundown of how Silas got there, but obviously this is only the second time he's been talking to you guys, so he doesn't know how you don't know how you got here. He's probably curious where you came from.
I mean, we're in a dimensional space that exited a lake on the continent of Nomen. And I'm not exactly sure where that space exactly led to or when that led to. I have ideas, but I'm not exactly sure if any of them are correct.
Interesting. And how about and he's probably assuming he understands the split off of the two people splitting off, and so obviously he would know where Temenos was with you for that. I guess he'd turn his attention to Silas and Endien, asking for just details on what happened with your guys' adventure.
I don't know how much Silas says, but Endien would tell him what she witnessed. And then kind of hesitate when it gets to the going inside the thing and Silas' sword eaten. Kind of look to Silas to see if he picks up that point.
Silas will full on lie. Even though his memories and stories are already inside the tree, he would lie his ass off and just say that he slayed whatever was, with the help of Endien, he slayed whatever it was inside that cocoon. And then he pretended to die. Well, he did die. He didn't die. He got knocked out by... God, I'm forgetting his name. Takashi. He got knocked out by Takashi. Endien helped him get back to his feet. And then we rode a crab.
That's interesting, then. I'm wondering what... Sorry, the wastes normally have... There's this radiation of malice that kills life in that area, and we've noticed over the last few days that it's disappeared. The wastes are not as inhabitable as they were before.
Maybe because that cocoon's gone.
Can you give me a deception check?
Me?
You're the one lying.
Me? But I was telling the truth. The entire time. Oh no, that's not a 1. Okay. 29.
All right. I guess then that's it.
Oh.
Thank you all for being patient with us.
It didn't really lie, it just withheld information.
So we're all just going to leave our friend to die down in these waters.
Tapa? She's safe.
Tapa's is recovering.
He still
No,
thinks...
Silas, you don't even know our friend Silas. As he looks at Endien and Darius.
Oh, buddy, he's dead.
Temenos is just gonna like glare at Silas as he says that.
I'm sorry, but there's no way to sugarcoat it. He sacrificed his life to give you guys a chance at yours. From what Endien told me, highly unlikely he's still alive.
Yeah, Temenos just puts his head down and backs away. Just steps back.
First time losing someone.
No, just first time losing a friend.
Can I, you haven't revealed yourself to be a librarian to Silas, have you?
No, I haven't yet.
Can I see if he's a librarian? Is there any sort of sign?
The only way you'd really know is if you saw that he had a license. I believe Silas specifically, during the lead up to being librarians, you met at New Firestone. You found out that is a place, because it has become such a big gambling town. Also, you find that a lot of librarians go there to trade information or gamble items that they've had, so try to get new things. And you specifically, it was on this page, specifically you were at a table asking questions, and a hobgoblin named Kronos was more than willing to show you his license. And then there was an older librarian guy who got really pissed because people at least in his heyday, people kept that normally pretty secretive. So there's different views of it, but you know that generally that's how people know. And if you don't get shown your license, you generally it's pretty easy to keep a secret.
As we're kind of getting ready to leave and Temenos has taken the step back, Darius will also kind of fall back with him. And I don't think Darius is tall enough to put his hand, arm around Temenos' shoulders, but just hand on the upper arm or type situation, and just say, I mean, if he was in that water with us and just was missing, I don't think there would be anything that would have stopped Thelem from finding us one way or another. So I think that in and of itself is pretty telling of what happened.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry.
You'll see Temenos kind of, as you've made your touch towards his arm, he'll put his arm around your shoulder, kind of reciprocate.
Yeah. I think, what's it going to take for us to be topside again?
I just need to do some preparations at Tapa's house. If you want to find me there, then I'll be able to take you from that spot. You shouldn't have issues. Most people know by now that we have foreigners in the city. I mean, between Silas's arrival, and I think they know that there's a few more. There hasn't been much of an official notice on a lot of the things that's going on. Queen de Bosque is usually incapacitated in the days after. But usually when she recovers, she'll probably... I'd imagine she'd address some things for the residents, but other than that, I don't think anyone's going to bother you when you make your way over.
Shingi, I mean this truly in the kindest way possible, because you have been exceptionally nice and hospitable to us. I'm feeling the best I have since I've been down here. I'd like to see someone fucking try and stop us getting out of here. We won't have any issues meeting you at Tapa's house. How long do you need?
I said you can meet me in about a half hour or so.
Great. I'll see you there then.
And again, I'm appreciative of you guys helping my sister, but I would ask you to refrain from making pointless threats.
I'll see you in a half an hour, Shingi.
All right, and then he takes his leave. You're free to stay here and in this room or what have you. But I do have some things that I need to watch over while the Queen is incapacitated. I'll thank you for adding your stories to the tree. And I hope you found what knowledge it had to be helpful. Right? And then he'll put his cane will go back into the ground and he'll exit also.
We took a long rest, right?
Yeah.
It's been 3 days.
Oh, shit. Give me my health back.
Darius starts making his way out the door. Presumably through all of this, we know where Tapa's house is and how to get to there from here.
Yeah. At least you three have been there. The three of you have been at her house, so it would be hard to find where she's at.
I also, as we're going, I'm going to light up now my rapier and say to Endien, I know you'll be visible, but I don't want that son of a bitch sneaking up on us. So I have 30 feet of bright light and 30 feet of dim light around us as we make our way through town.
Okay.
So that's how it works.
Would have been good for you to know that.
Would have been real nice to know.
Just starting to find out that you can't see me in darkness, but you can in light.
Yes.
I thought it was implied, sorry.
You guys make your way back to the runoff, get to Tapa's house. Shingi's inside. You find him inside. He is in he's at almost like a dining room table area. but he's like got some stuff. He has he has 2 like chests on the table, and a note. Oh, no, he's got 2 chests on the table, and then also he's got a book laid out on like a counter behind him. Oh, you're here. They're here. I think I got everything prepared. Silas.
Deal or no deal?
No.
I'm joking. What's up?
He didn't... The Storykeeper wanted to thank you guys for not just helping with this situation that happened at such a vulnerable time, but he seemed to think that you were withholding things, but he thinks you guys had a important role in ending what's been happening, what's been wrong with the wastes. And so he and I wanted to I guess thank you. You've put on a good display for our people here as to why it may not be the best route to stay so isolationist, and that there might be others who we can connect with that can lead a more meaningful advancement. And then he like taps both. There's a bigger chest and like a smaller chest. He like puts his hand on both of them. So these are a thank you gift, an official thank you gift from the Star Callers.
Thank you. Yeah. I will open both.
Yeah, so in the one, you find bracers that are like that's got like it looks like a bioluminescent, like it's got like a black base to it with like sprinkles of like green, white, gold, and light blue that kind of look like the bioluminescent algae, but also kind of like a night sky. And then you also get a cloak that you recognize as being what the Star Callers all wear, and it looks kind of like flowing water. So like it's like a dark cloak, but like on every of the ripples, you get like this highlight of bluish, greenish white that looks again like a bioluminescent algae on it. That, of
These
course,
are mine. These are mine. These are mine.
I believe it was bracers of defense and cloak of displacement.
Yes.
Was that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I need to be harder to hit. I'm squishy.
Yeah. You are an honorary. Even if you're not with us, we see you as an honorary Star Caller.
Dang. He flirting. But thank you for these. These are beautiful.
All right, then I suppose we can get going. He'll step outside, and he will turn into an orca, very large orca, and he will open his mouth again.
Are we supposed to?
I'm assuming we're supposed to get inside of his mouth.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. As long as I know we're going. Okay. If everyone steps in, he'll close his mouth You'll get rid of the water. Very deja vu for two of you. And there's just like a bit of a lengthy trip until you find Shingi is opening his mouth, and he is at the same beach that he dropped you off the first time.
Thank you. For the ride.
Yeah.
He can only speak to you in whale song, so.
Oh.
And then he'll
Stab
slowly
him in the mouth before I leave.
he'll slowly recede back into the water, and you guys are sitting on a beach in Lazaret. It is nice and sunny.
It's the beach episode, okay.
Well, we're close to your family, Silas. This is where your cousin... This is where we were left at this beach before. Your cousin's place isn't far from here.
Did you have business with my family?
Yes, at one point.
Wait, you're related to the Dubois?
That's what his last name is, Dubois, yes.
No, I'm just a family friend. I'm just a family friend.
No, I only asked because Selim and I came to visit here before. And they were kind to us. Well, they were kind to Selim in the least.
What type of character was Selim again?
I believe he was a monk warlock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sounds like an interesting combination.
I don't know, it didn't seem to mesh as well as you would have thought.
High dreams, high hopes. But
Really, he just had a lot of plot to contribute.
it was pretty thick.
You don't know that. You weren't there. I say he's not thick.
Interesting. The Dubois aren't really nice to many people. But did you want to talk to my family again?
Not necessarily. I'll probably end up coming out this way at some point again just to see the Dragon's Library, but no, I don't plan on speaking with your family again within any time soon.
They were only interested in us because of Thalum, so I doubt they actually want to talk to Endien and I, or Temenos again.
He was okay with me because of my lineage.
Just say it's because you're a princess.
I am. How are we getting home from here? We might have to go talk to your relative to get home.
I mean,
You guys have money.
No,
Yeah, I was like, there should be a
robbed.
service around here. I want to say Uber, but it's not a thing yet.
Well, like, we're just on an island. I forget how we got off this island last time.
I think
Well,
it's
the same. It is the same island. You have to like walk a bit to get to the city, but you're
Okay, yeah.
on the.
Okay,
it is that island. Yeah.
Okay, no, we don't have to talk to him. I'm a liar.
Such a dirty, stinky liar.
While we're here to save on time and travel, because it's not going to be a quick trip back, do you want to investigate the Dragon's Library now while we're here?
And I don't want to have to have you guys wasting time here if you don't want to be here any longer.
I just fulfilled a pretty big quest of mine. I have some free time on my hands.
I could also stay and you could head back and I could meet you back in New Veneer when I'm done.
I mean, as much as I would love to, I don't think the invitation was directly extended to me to visit the Dragon's Library as well. But I don't like the idea of you being here by yourself.
One of us could stay, the others could go back.
How about we all just stay?
There.
I don't think you guys are in a rush to do something. I'm assuming. Completely.
Well, there are some orphans in our house.
Rush may not be the right word, but there are pressing issues.
Other than kids, what would the pressing issues be?
Mine are mostly related to the kids.
Both the children and I have a laundry list of things I would like to accomplish.
Did you have arcane lock, or was it something else that we were locking rooms up with?
Yes, I did arcane lock.
Okay, so
I have locks on the workshop and the small animal hospital and the conservatory, where I believe you kept most of your stuff.
Not my bedroom, though.
We have an animal. Well, you guys have an animal.
Endien. I assume Endien was trancing in the conservatory, and I put the lock on the hospital as that was my assumption where Endien kept her stuff.
No. The tapestry and the mirror that has to remain face down are in my room. I had a separate room from the conservatory.
Yeah, you're in the attic.
Yeah, I was in the attic.
I thought Endien was in a tree. I don't know why.
No, I've never lived in a tree. I often trance in a tree in the morning after I've done my sleeping trance. Anyway, we should go to town so you guys at least have a place to stay while I'm researching. I don't think it'll take too long to fail all my checks at trying to find information.
What is your plan for getting to the dragon?
That's also a good point. He just kind of brought me there last time.
Yeah.
I mean, we know where his island is. We would have to hire a boat.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the plan. Hire a boat and sail towards him until he gets mad and say, "Hey, it's me. Hold on. I'm here." I mean, first things first, we gotta go to town.
We're going to town? Is that what you said?
Yeah. I mean, we getting nothing done staying at the beach, so go to town, get somewhere to stay for a couple of days, and then get a boat to sail towards the island. Hopefully get the dragon's attention so he can bring me to his library.
Yep. Start heading into
Okay.
town.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, get to town. It's like I said, it's a really sunny, nice day out. There's just people all aboard the hanging out train, and so you get to town. It's not going to be hard to do that. It's just like right there. Endien, if you're getting a boat to there, I'd say there's someone who's like willing to like they've got like a smaller boat they're willing to like go by there for you. It'll be 40 silver for a round trip.
40 silver? That's 4 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Okay. They upchart because they're going to sail all the way there for you.
You're not a local. You know that.
Yeah. So they're willing to sail out with you. What is everyone else doing with this time?
I will let Endien borrow my Cloak of the Manta Ray so that it doesn't take attunement while you're wearing it. You throw up the hood and you can have a swimming speed. I don't know if you'll actually need it, but it is nice to have.
I think with Thelum's bubble, I have a swimming speed already, right?
Oh yeah, you have Thelum's bubble.
You don't have a swimming speed. Yeah. It's just that you have full control.
I can fly underwater.
Yes, yeah. I forgot about that. So never mind then. I forgot you had the bubble.
You drape it on her and then drape it off.
I don't even need a boat. I could just bubble over there.
It would take a long
ass time.
You don't know how long that bubble lasts.
That's true.
Shit, I don't remember how long
it lasted fucking going out to the waist and back. I was bubbling that whole last time.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll take the boat. It doesn't matter. Pocket change, baby. But I should know how to get to the Dragon's Lair because I walked out of there.
You
I went down.
You know where the tunnel is. You could probably get to the. You should probably just like jump off the boat with the bubble and then like go through the tunnel that you.
See you later, boys.
It's probably safer for you to do it that way than to try and go into the caldera from the top. Yeah. So what is before I get to the Endien show? What is everyone else doing here at this time? You know that it's going to be she's going to be gone for like half a day or more.
Okay.
I would just take, if the boys are willing, to a bar, I guess.
Boys.
Boys night out. Boys night out.
Girls' night is canceled. Now it's boys' night.
Night out.
You are Knuff.
Darius would hesitantly isn't the right word. Reluctantly also isn't the right word, but something in that realm agree to go with Silas.
Begrudgingly.
Begrudgingly is probably the closest. Reticently, I think I don't know exactly the definition of that.
There's 100 words for how much I don't want to go with you, but I will. Okay. So you, Endien, you are sailed out there. It's a 5-hour journey to get there. He's willing to stay there until bring you back. How long he has? I guess they'll ask how long you think you'll be.
Few hours.
Okay. He just wants to know what for. He probably would ask you when you're before you guys head out, so he has an idea. Yeah. Okay. You can get there. You can. He doesn't even need to like try and like. Yeah, get to it. You can just bubble up and head in the water and find your way through the tunnel again. You eventually reach up to that spot where the tunnel dips out of water and into the volcano caverns. Eventually you can make your way over to the open room that that Shudraig has. It's Yeah, so it's like this big carved out area. You see a giant metal vat, a like nest, and like a bookcase with books. And you see Shudrai is napping.
Excuse me, Shudrai. I can't say his name without doing that.
Yeah, he'll
just make my presence known.
Yeah, he'll like startle awake, not startle, but like light sleeper, wake up at the sound of you calling to him. Yes, I realized the voice I do for him in episode 20ish, that range. He was like a really bad Vegeta impression. That's what I realized. I did not do him justice the last episode, but I remember. All right, you're here.
Yes, I've come to take up your offer of researching in your collection of literature.
Of course. I'll say most of those were here when I arrived. But I think they should have more information for you.
I appreciate it. I didn't... If you want to continue napping, you can. I just wanted to let you know I was here.
No, I'm awake now.
Okay.
It's too late.
Do you want to read with me, or...?
You can just read me what you're reading out loud.
Oh, okay.
You check the bookcase. You're flipping through. It seems like some of them are, like half of them are like journals, in a way. They seem to go back as far back as like 500 years. If you're like skimming, you see notes. You see that they're like well-maintained books, even though they're in this like burning volcano. It seems like they're not damaged in any significant way. Give me a investigation check. You can do it with a +2.
Ooh. I'll just go home. A 5.
A 5. The majority of the stuff you're reading through, it's just not giving you. You feel like you could potentially connect the dots on some of these the information in these, but you're just not seeing it, and you're like on someone else's time, and you're like just trying to look for it, and you've got Shudrai just sitting there watching you read. And you're just not like, maybe it's like too much pressure, but you're just not like connecting the dots maybe on what this is. But yeah, you see like it's like a lot of different, like I said, half of it's about journals. The other ones are like like books on various like topics of like mostly surrounding religion and magic specifically. They seem like they are like half journals, half textbook, and it's just a lot of like rough reading to get through. Things that you might pick up that maybe not benefit while you're looking through it. You find that Shudrai was not the first person to have this coil. That he originally, and this might make sense if you're thinking about, I don't remember if it was Darius or if it was Endien, who you asked about dragons in the area, and
Sophia Gautier?
Yes. Captain Gautier mentioned like the closest they have is like they a sighting of a red and white dragon in the past, but no one's ever found proof of that. You find that in these journals, you realize that back when there was like this age of the world in which people were hunting dragons specifically, so that way they would fossilize into magicite. Once people realized that was like a good source, and that's how they got it. So you realize that a lot of dragons went into hiding completely, and it seems as though Shudraig was trying to claim this volcano, which was already the hiding spot of a white dragon. They got into a fight, and Shudraig won. He saw that, or used it that the white dragon had the Queen's Coil, and then after he had slain that dragon, soon after, the Golden Woman appeared to him and gave him the coil instead. But that's like, unfortunately, like that's a lot of that is the main things he's dealt with her, and maybe there's things that could be better context clue. If you had like better context, you might connect it, but it's just not reading too well here. But he's been living here mostly for the last several hundred years, just kind of like in this spot, because he doesn't want to be out and about to be hunted, and she didn't want him out and about to be hunted either, it seems. So it like kind of worked out, and so his most of his contact with the outside world is through he met the Star Callers while hunting for fish, and since they're actually pretty close, overland speed, I guess, overland distance, maybe not necessarily depth, but he mostly talks to them, and he gets a lot of back and forth information that they share about things, because he can share with them a lot of overworld things from the past, but they can tell him a lot of events that happened even further in the past, and what's going on now as their scout. So that's kind of like their relationship, but those don't really tell you anything. But eventually he's like,
I didn't realize it at first when they came to attack me, that thing was a object of power. I suppose it was a good thing that they were disposed of, not let to run around.
Yes, don't know much about the objects of power, but seems in the wrong hands it would be bad.
Indeed. What is your connection with this Queen's Beasts?
Well,
the Queen's Coil, as it is.
I think I might have briefly mentioned it to you when we were underwater.
Yes.
But the kingdom I come from, I was in charge to take care of the beasts that lived in our forests. And it turns out that a unicorn was living there. That I found out later was one of the Queen's beasts. And it got taken by a group that go by the zookeepers. We're still trying to figure out why they took them, but I'm trying to stop them from taking any others. And why I came to help you as well, because that's what they're here for.
Interesting. I assumed it was because I was a dragon. But if it was the coil they're after... Where are you from?
I'm from a place called the Court of the Four Seasons. It's like a bridge between this world and Prisma.
What do you think about the connection between here and the second world?
I think it's something that is unique, but is able to help us both learn from the good things that the second world did and the mistakes they had made.
In your journey, have you traveled back and forth between here and the second world much?
Well,
or is it just through the court that you've hailed?
I'm trying to remember. When we went to get Nathaniel and did other things, did we end up going to Prisma at all, or was it just like...
You went to Dark World, which is also the second world.
I know it is Dark World. I didn't
you went to Indigo at the circus.
Oh, yeah. I've been to Dark World, and I did end up in Prisma momentarily through some kind of strange mirror portal.
I haven't written it anywhere because it is a secret that has been bequeathed to me, and I was not willing to share it in front of your friends. You said the unicorn was killed?
From what I can tell, yes.
And it had a queen's coil.
Yes.
The golden woman with the purple streak in her hair gave us these coils as an imbuement of her divine powers. If all of the queen's coils are removed, it will weaken the barrier between second world and the third.
So
what that you can infer, there's several things. I have been looking at, I have many books on the magic and the divine, but it is still uncertain what might happen if they were to weaken that barrier.
The group that the zookeepers are working with go by the name of the New Green.
Other than potentially a reference to the Green Domain, I do not know anything more about them.
I wonder if they're gonna... I don't know. I do have to look further into it, what they want that power for.
Yes. If you're in an area and you're trying to find any of us, if you can communicate with the birds, it'll be your best chance of finding us. We are hidden. We are sparse. And it might be that some of them are dead.
Oh, I'll remember that. Thank you.
I have not had any more trouble since, so I doubt they will be coming after me again soon. I shall give you a gift.
Oh, how kind.
He sits upright and he walks over to the giant metal vat. It is full of liquid gold, boiled gold. So it is all, his gold is in one vat, liquefied vat.
His assets.
Yes. Now I'm going to give you an option. I'm going to give you can tell me what you want, and that'll be what he pulls out of this thing.
Okay.
Either 2,000 gold.
Ooh.
Pipes of the sewers.
Pipes of the sewers.
Vicious sling.
Vicious sling.
Ring of resistance. Cold. Or what he refers to as Cadwallader.
I know nothing outside of the ring of resistance, the cold and the gold. I don't know what pipes of sewers are Or Sling of the Vision. I have an idea what a Sling of the Vision. I don't know what the Cat of Wild, and I kind of want the thing I know the least of. I'll take the last one.
The Cat of Wild.
Yeah.
Pipes of the Sewers, basically, well, you're attuned to the pipes. Rats are indifferent towards you. And you can call rats horns, but the best point is just rats are like, it's just there. Doesn't matter their business. Okay, let me just get this right. You are looking for, if you can find it, the Cly Lyre.
Cly Lyre?
Yeah.
I do not know how much it will help you, but it is designs based off of the power, objects of power.
So it's basically so it's a lyre that, to be honest, it requires attunement by a bard.
Yeah.
But it gives you a lot of cool shit if you can do it.
Heckin' bards.
It's one of 7 instruments based off the designs of the objects of power. They are not trite or mundane in any sense. This shall be a token of our alliance.
Thank you. It's an honor to receive.
We're going to cut back to the bar. How's that looking?
So, how'd you guys meet?
I met these guys as they came out of a cave.
I will
really
give.
Fucking weird. They just like walked out of a cave. I didn't see them walk in. They just walked out.
Mid sip, I will give Darius a look.
Well, I didn't technically meet Temenos until well after that cave exit, but that was
he
after.
was passed out in the cave.
Yeah, it was after a rescue mission where I was tortured for 10 years by continuous nightmares of the most horrific things you could imagine by a demon in Dark World. And we thought Temenos was pretty useful in that instance, so he's been helping us out.
I'm gonna be honest, I've had a few drinks tonight, and I don't remember what's going on. But I will be honest. But I will be honest with you, Silas. You're a cool dude.
Silas will look at Temenos as he's talking, look back at Darius. So, you're being tortured in a cave?
No, from what I've understood and put together after the fact, the cave was the entrance/exit to Dark World for a druidic circle. Are you familiar with Dark World?
No.
It's one of the remaining portions of the Second World, and it is a place of eternal darkness and mostly evil creatures. Darius is just like slowly sipping on like some liquor on the rocks.
Oh, So you couldn't see Endien there at all?
I couldn't see anything because as part of the curse, my eyes were ripped out by insects.
Ooh, that must have hurt.
Are you okay?
I'm drunk.
No, not you.
No, not you.
No, I'm not fucking talking to you.
Silas, I don't know if I'm okay.
May I ask why you're traveling with Endien?
It started off as a beneficial business partnership. Her being a librarian gave me access to things I didn't normally have access to. I'm quite handy in certain instances, and has developed from there.
Hey, Silas?
Yes, Temenos.
How in the world do you know Endien?
We took the test together.
You guys are librarians too? We're all librarians?
Now,
Oh. He'll just drop his head onto the table.
You know, Darius, if you're looking to get places with the librarian status, you don't need to.
And what do you mean by that?
I've hardly been using my librarian status to get places.
I fully understand that, and also I was running into issues with not having access to what I wanted to before meeting up with Endien. Granted, things have changed since then, but it seemed beneficial at the time and a hell of a lot easier than getting my license for myself to just partner up with one.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying to just up and dip and do your own thing, follow your own dreams. But there's always another way. Not just going to be a librarian.
I think you're misunderstanding me. I have no intention of going for my librarian license.
Oh. So you just want to get to places. That's it.
Yes, I'm
not just sneak in.
I spin the ring on my finger and activate the heavy plate armor and say, I'm not exactly the sneaky sort. I
guess you're a crafty one. Why not just make a sneakier version?
It's not one of my strong suits.
No, it's the sneaky suit. Flipping me off. Viewers now. I've been visually assaulted.
Okay. Silas will turn to Temenos. How drunk are you looking?
Temenos is he's pretty drunk at this point.
He's gonna turn back to Darius. So why were you tortured?
I got trapped in a interdimensional space that collapsed while I was ensuring the rest of our group got out, and I was shunted to Dark World and kind of got caught up in a whole demon situation. Why weren't you and Endien traveling together anymore? She was pretty alone when we started working together.
I made a promise to myself and to another to do my best to try and get to Atlantis. And I've succeeded. But that was a reason why I wanted to be a librarian. But it didn't really help me out in the end.
So you and Endien weren't that close? You were just librarian mates?
A lot happened during my time with Endien. People died, came back, died. I, under the influence of now that I know, a mimic, attacked someone. I don't think it was safe for me to travel with anyone at that point.
It's great you're back in Endien's life. She seems real excited about it, real happy about it. And I'm happy for her that she's enjoying it. But if you think it was a delicate situation back then, it is still a delicate situation.
Is she carrying the weight of your guys' friend's death?
Darius downs the rest of his drink and says, "What weight isn't Endien carrying?" She's carrying everything from whatever happened with you all, because it sounds like her current abilities were not what was happening back then. I will let her speak on that more, but it seems like there was a change. And what has happened since we have started working together has not been easy either. You speak of your companions dying and come back. That has been a theme of sorts for us as well. And unfortunately, this time, one of us could not come back.
Whoa. I was about to say Thelum. Silas. Silas will take a swig of ale, whatever ale he's drinking. Sounds like you guys need help. And my schedule's just opened up.
And with that, we'll see you on the next episode. If you would like to talk about whale taxis, you can always hit up the IDL at IDL_RPGS on Twitter or IDL.RPGS on Blue Sky. If you would like to ask me about Vegeta impressions, you can always hit me up at Bumblescona on most things. If you would like to solemnly down your whiskey, you can always hit up Adam at Little Growth. I say these sometimes, and then I'm like, the sentence doesn't make sense. Why? If you want to do this, you can hit him. Like, if you want someone to help, or someone to sit around with, down whiskey with you, set up Adam at Little Grove. If you would like to get absolutely blitz on a grasshopper, you can always talk about that experience with Kane at Kane_Wallner. If you would like to have the dragon come to you a second time, you can always summon him at Zombie Baka on Twitter. If you would like to talk with Kyle, his schedule just cleared up and he's already gone doing something else. Goodbye.